Japan, land of the rising, tummy, Japan. Just the word conjures up images, right? Samurai, geishas, bullet trains slicing through neon landscapes. It's a place where ancient traditions meet cutting-edge technology. But for me, it's all about the food. The culinary delights that make your taste buds dance with joy. Forget Michelin stars, we're talking street food, hole-in-the-wall ramen shops, markets overflowing with weird and wonderful things you can't even name. These hidden gems are where the real magic happens. My first trip to Japan was a revelation. It was like discovering a whole new world of flavors and textures. I thought I knew food, but Japan was a whole other level. The dedication to perfection in every dish was astounding. The care, the precision, the sheer artistry that goes into every bite, it's mind-blowing. Each meal is a masterpiece, crafted with love and attention to detail. And the flavors, delicate, subtle, sometimes punch you in the face intense. From the umami-rich broths to the sweet and savory treats, it's a flavor explosion. It's a culinary adventure, trust me. Every meal is a new experience, a journey through Japan's rich food culture. But it's not just about the eating, though, that's a big part of it, let's be honest. It's the whole experience, the atmosphere, the hustle and bustle of the markets, the friendly vendors, the culture, the people, the sheer foreignness of it all. It's an immersive experience that goes beyond just food. It's like stepping onto another planet, only with better snacks. So buckle up, kids. We're diving deep into the heart of Japan's food scene. We're going on a food journey, a journey that will tantalize your taste buds and leave you craving for more. Get ready to experience Japan, one delicious bite at a time. From street food to fine dining, every bite tells a story. Tokyo, a city of contrasts, where the past and future coexist in a mesmerizing dance. Ancient temples tucked between towering skyscrapers, neon-drenched alleys leading to peaceful, serene gardens. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way, with every corner offering something new and exciting. You could spend a week in Tokyo and only scratch the surface of what this vibrant city has to offer. But if you're on a food pilgrimage like me, there are a few must-dos that you simply cannot miss. First up, Tsukiji Fish Market, a haven for seafood lovers. Get there early, like ridiculously early, to witness the famous tuna auction. It's a sight to behold, with auctioneers chanting and bidders vying for the best catch. Giant fish being bid on like priceless works of art, each one a testament to the ocean's bounty. Afterward, grab breakfast at one of the market stalls, where the sushi is so fresh, it'll make you weep. The chefs here are masters, turning raw fish into delicate, flavorful bites. Next, head to Shinjuku Golden Gai, a warren of tiny bars and eateries. Each spot has its own unique vibe, offering a glimpse into Tokyo's eclectic nightlife. This is where you'll find the heart and soul of Tokyo's nightlife, a place where stories are shared over drinks, and some damn good yakitori, grilled chicken skewers to soak up the sake and keep the night going. Don't leave Tokyo without trying ramen, a dish that is more than just noodles and broth. It's a culinary art form, a religion here, with each bowl crafted to perfection. Every bowl is a masterpiece, a symphony of flavors and textures. Find a place with a line out the door, that's how you know it's good. The wait will be worth every minute. Kyoto, the ancient capital, a city where history and modernity blend seamlessly. Temples, gardens, geishas gliding through the streets all tell tales of a bygone era. It's like stepping back in time, where every corner holds a piece of history. But don't let the tranquility fool you. Kyoto's got a wild side, especially when it comes to food. The city is a culinary paradise. Kyoto is known for its kaiseki cuisine, a traditional multi-course dining experience. Think multi-course meals that are as much about presentation as they are about taste, each dish telling a story. Each dish is a work of art, meticulously crafted and bursting with delicate flavors, showcasing the chef's skill and creativity. It's an experience you won't soon forget, a true feast for both the eyes and the palate. For something a little more down-to-earth, check out Nishiki Market, a bustling hub of local flavors. Known as Kyoto's Kitchen, this market has been around for over 400 years, offering a glimpse into the city's culinary heritage. You'll find everything from pickled vegetables to fresh seafood to traditional sweets, each stall brimming with unique flavors. It's a feast for the senses, with vibrant colors, enticing aromas, and the hustle and bustle of eager shoppers. And of course, no trip to Kyoto is complete without trying matcha, the iconic powdered green tea. This powdered green tea is everywhere in Kyoto, from traditional tea ceremonies to matcha lattes to matcha ice cream, each offering a unique twist on the classic flavor. It's a flavor that grows on you, trust me. Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned matcha lover, Kyoto's matcha offerings are sure to delight. Osaka, the city that eats. Seriously, they're obsessed with food here, and who can blame them? Osaka is a culinary playground, home to some of the best street food in Japan. First up, takoyaki. These little balls of fried dough filled with octopus, tempura scraps, pickled ginger, and green onion are a must-try. They're best enjoyed piping hot, straight from the griddle. Next, okonomiyaki. Often called a Japanese pancake, okonomiyaki is a savory dish made with flour, cabbage, and your choice of fillings, usually pork, shrimp, or squid. It's cooked on a hot plate and topped with sauce, mayonnaise, and dancing bonito flakes. And for dessert, kushikatsu. Deep-fried skewers of, well, pretty much anything you can imagine. Meat, seafood, vegetables, even cheese and chocolate. Dip them in the communal sauce only once, please, and enjoy. Section 5. Hiroshima's oyster obsession. Hiroshima, a city forever marked by history. But beyond the somber memorials, there's a vibrant culture and, you guessed it, amazing food. Hiroshima is famous for its oysters. And I'm not talking about your average oyster. These babies are huge, plump, and bursting with flavor. You can get them raw, grilled, fried, in a stew, you name it. One of the best places to try Hiroshima oysters is at the Miyajima Oyster Festival, held every February. It's a giant street party dedicated to all things oyster. There are oyster eating contests, oyster cooking demonstrations, and of course, plenty of oysters to sample. But Hiroshima isn't just about oysters. They also have a unique style of okonomiyaki, layered with noodles and piled high with toppings. It's a meal in itself. Section 6. Food fight. Or, how to eat like a local. Eating in Japan can be intimidating, especially if you don't speak the language. But fear not, my hungry friend. I'm here to help you navigate the wonderful world of Japanese dining etiquette. First rule. Slurping is encouraged, especially when it comes to noodles. It's a sign of appreciation to the chef, so slurp away. Second rule. Chopsticks are your friends. Practice makes perfect, but if you're struggling, most restaurants will have forks available. Just ask politely. Third rule. Don't be afraid to point. Menus with pictures are your best friend. And if all else fails, just point to something that looks good. Chances are, it will be. Fourth rule. Don't be afraid to try new things. Be adventurous. You might just discover your new favorite food. Section 7. Lost in translation and loving it. One of the best things about traveling in Japan is getting lost. Literally. Wandering down narrow alleys, stumbling upon hidden shrines, discovering tiny restaurants you never would have found otherwise. Sure, it can be frustrating at times, especially when you're trying to find your way back to your hotel after one too many sakes. But that's all part of the adventure. Embrace the chaos, laugh at your mishaps, and savor every moment. These are the experiences you'll remember long after you've returned home. And hey, if you get really lost, just ask a local for help. Japanese people are incredibly kind and helpful, even if there's a language barrier. Just remember to bow and say sumimasen, excuse me. Section 8. The Temple of 7-Eleven. Yes, really. I know what you're thinking. 7-Eleven? Seriously? But hear me out. Japanese convenience stores are not your average gas station pit stops. They're like mini supermarkets, stocked with everything from fresh sushi to hot meals to surprisingly good coffee. And the best part? They're everywhere. Seriously, you can't walk a block in Japan without tripping over a 7-Eleven, or a Lawson's or a Family Mart. So if you're ever in a pinch for a quick bite or a late-night snack, don't hesitate to duck into the nearest convenience store. You might be surprised at what you find. Pro tip, look for the egg salad sandwiches. Trust me on this one. Section 9. Sayonara Japan, but I'll be back for more. Leaving Japan is always bittersweet. On the one hand, you're exhausted from all the sightseeing and eating. On the other hand, you never want to leave. But all good things must come to an end. And besides, it just gives you an excuse to come back again, and again, and again. Japan, you've stolen a piece of my heart, and my stomach. Until next time, sayonara, and these are things you should not do in Japan. Don't wear shoes indoors. Many places in Japan, including homes, traditional inns, ryokan, temples, and some restaurants, require you to remove your shoes. Always check if slippers are provided and use them in designated areas. Don't tip. Tipping is not a custom in Japan, and can even be considered rude. Good service is expected and included in the price, so there's no need to leave extra money. Don't talk loudly on public transportation. Trains and buses in Japan are usually quiet, and speaking loudly is considered impolite. Keep conversations at a low volume and avoid taking phone calls. Don't point at people or things. Pointing with your finger is seen as rude in Japan. If you need to gesture towards something, use your entire hand or subtly nod in the direction. Don't stick chopsticks upright in rice. This resembles a ritual performed at funerals and is considered bad luck. Instead, rest your chopsticks on the provided holder or lay them across your bowl. Don't blow your nose in public. Blowing your nose in public, especially in close quarters like a train, is considered impolite. Step away or go to a restroom if you need to. Don't enter a bathing area without washing. First, when using public baths, onsen, or hot springs, it's essential to wash and rinse thoroughly before entering the communal bath. This ensures cleanliness for everyone. Don't pour your own drink. In Japanese culture, it is customary to pour drinks for others rather than for yourself. If someone pours a drink for you, it's polite to return the gesture. Don't eat while walking. Eating on the go is generally frowned upon, except in designated areas like food markets. It's better to find a place to sit and enjoy your meal. Don't ignore train etiquette. When riding escalators, stand on the left side, or the right, depending on the region, to let others pass. Also, line up in an orderly manner when waiting for the train. Write us a comment about what famous place you like to see. We try to make a video for you. This video is made by Prince Ozzy. One of the great Persian majesty is the same area that King Cyrus the Great was. Constitution of America and many beautiful things came from Iran, Persia. 2,500 years ago, Cyrus brought the first human rights. And today we should make a world that everyone can eat.